New York is known as the most populous city in the United States. As a result, it is bustling with life and people, whether in the streets, inside stores, or in various other areas. But what if you learned that there is an abandoned place in this city known as the Island of Ghosts? North Brother Island, now often referred to as the Island of Ghosts, is one of New York City's prohibited locations due to its eerie and unsettling past, which makes it a source of fear and anxiety for many people. In this video, we explore the story of North Brother Island, along with the strange legends and tales that have transformed it into one of the scariest places in the world. North Brother Island, also known as the Northern Brother, is a small, abandoned island shrouded in secrets and fears, located less than 2 kilometers from Manhattan. Although it is surrounded by the waters of the East River and holds aesthetic appeal, it has also been the site of many tragedies. The island's eerie and mysterious history dates back to 1885, when it was used as a quarantine hospital. Patients suffering from infectious diseases such as smallpox, typhoid, tuberculosis, and many other dreadful illnesses were isolated there. In 1904, the island was converted into an infectious diseases hospital, where hundreds of thousands of patients were treated, including victims of the Titanic disaster. The hospital closed in 1963, and the island briefly became a homeless shelter before being completely abandoned in 1975. There are many landmarks and ruins left on the surface of North Brother Island, the last remaining traces of humans who inhabited it for various reasons. Below, we review with you the most prominent of these landmarks. First, Riverside Hospital. The dilapidated buildings of the hospital still stand on the island, giving it an eerie and creepy appearance. It is an 83,000 square foot building designed to house people with tuberculosis until the outbreak of World War II. Second, the Tuberculosis Pavilion, the largest building on the island, a sprawling 4-story, 83,000 square foot structure. It was designed to house tuberculosis patients, but then World War II broke out, and it housed veterans. Third, an old building. There is a huge building that looks like a palace, designed in the Victorian style, which has an area of 40,000 square feet and was built in 1905. Fourth, the Staff House. It is one of the oldest and most dilapidated buildings. It was built in 1885. Fifth, North Brother Lighthouse. The lighthouse was built in 1885 and is the tallest building on the island. Sixth, North Brother Park. The island is home to a variety of plants and animals, including deer, rabbits, and migratory birds. The island was, of course, the site of many tragedies, but one of the most famous involved a woman named Mary Mallon, known as Typhoid Mary. Malone, an Irish immigrant, worked as a cook in many homes throughout New York City and Long Island. Everywhere she went, from 1900 to 1907, people fell ill with typhoid fever, and many died. Malone was an asymptomatic carrier of typhoid fever. With incidents occurring everywhere she went, one family decided to bring in a health visitor from the New York City Department of Health to investigate. Typhoid was traced back to Mallon, proving that all 22 cases of typhoid fever in the New York City area could be traced back to Mary Mallon. The woman was isolated on North Brother Island, where she lived until her death in 1938. North Brother Island is also believed to be haunted by the spirits of the dead. There are many spooky stories about the island, including stories of people mysteriously disappearing, strange visions, and mysterious voices. In addition, a steamship called the General Slocum caught fire in 1904 and sank near the island, killing 1,021 passengers. Since 1963, the island has been completely closed, and visitors are not allowed to enter North Brother, but it can be seen from afar or visited for an academic or scientific reason only upon permission. Ultimately, The streets and sidewalks on this deserted island are now unrecognizable due to overgrowth of weeds and grasses and the completely changed features. But there are signs of past life everywhere on the island, such as an eroded trash can or the ruins of abandoned buildings and others.